real, me say for me see them eat the conch, me know say na them up to something in from here cause me say K party a come, then the Bahamas a eat conch, Shauna she no know him name, appear babes. Me say this is so cute, you know, on that side here, you know. And when them run out in the sun and them lift her up, me I say to myself, say, you know, this is so cute. And then the part that grips me is when the party and she carry the paper come give and then they run the computer like a real businessman, you know. After me know say not even know how much letter in the alphabet. But nevertheless, him sit on the computer, you know, and like him have bad vision, him put on him dark as why Shauna she never turn on the screen? Why Shauna she never turn on the screen? And she just a walking like a real prostitute, you know. And she carry the papers come in like a real secretary. You know where suck the president hood. And you know she carry the papers come give, you know, and him sign like him proud, you know. And just seal the paper behind him and then you know say, oh, and the secretary and mash up the relationship. And it was such a story. I believe that if Ken and K want mash up, K should have let Ken go, or 10 go. You see the funny part about life? We like to prove to the public that one man want we. And not care what him always have to call me. But how do you feel? Cause you and the public not there. You must can't sling in your life and say when you and a man mash up on there for 100 and 1,000 years. When you and him mash up. And if you and him should have either not sex, it now go nowhere. Because this is not what I'm used to. Why would you want to narrow down yourself to an hide and seek grind? Why would you want to be the fifth lady when you were the first lady? Why you want to be the fifth and not second hand? Eh? I just want to ask that. And this is always a problem. If we are going to celebrate, let us celebrate we. How do we celebrate we? And a lot of us don't know how to celebrate we. You know what I'm saying? In celebrating you, I mean, I was say this to enough of you. I want to now go answer because you're not a careless girl. Enough of you now go answer because you're full of hype and excitement. You know, say K has not gotten over 10. K has not gotten over 10. 10 will easier to get over K. You know why? Even if your mama over now, he will easier to get over K. You know why? The mere fact that a man knows him have your energy. May I tell you something? As much you give him for heal himself in not remembering you. May I tell you, K you get over 10. I may ever say this. And I hope I don't forget, Lord Jesus. Me don't want to forget it, you know. You see, we as females. I remember, we as females, may I tell you the truth. We can know when a woman get over a man. First thing first, everything she do for herself, it has to be loud. Somebody challenge me now. Me not care about both are still hurting. And that me there for chat about my love. Oh, and that me there for chat about. We not care if both are still hurt. What we are chat about, we are talking about okay, we'll keep the survival party. That we're talking about. You keep a big event. So let us not talk about both. When you can't keep things straight, when you always keep a justification in order to relax in the same situation. Now come to me with that. That's not what we're talking about. So we gotta ask you to stay focused. Okay, sometimes we can sound harsh, you know, but and disrespect me and disrespect you, you know. You understand me, but when it comes to certain things, show me like debate. So sometimes we can sound like they're disciplined or something. Cause I know I have the little thing about me, you know, but and it don't mean no way, you know. You get what I say? Cause my reason loud. Exactly. A lot of females, when them out of a relationship, everything that them do that seem to be successful, it has to be loud. You ever ask yourself, why is it that I have to do a town cry about my moving on, my moving forward? You understand me? Now, This is a thing we make K lose over the weekend now. So it doesn't matter if both are hurting. It's not helping what I'm talking about. You understand me? You didn't know so the best way in celebrating and recovering my opinion. If you can throw syrup in a wine glass, light a candle, and if you like weed or cigarette, get one, and you have food on the table, and you sit down and listen to your favorite slow jam, and cock up your foot so, and burn that shit, and look out for your past, so till tears not even drop out of your eye, you just are smiling and anger because you call that recovery. You never know that. You never know that. Nobody not even have to know how you are take it. You never know that. When you come to peace with your decision, you know exactly how to celebrate it. You don't need the world behind you to say, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't need the world. You don't need the world. You never know that. You sit down so, and you look and you say, Jesus, what you God, I really need this, and my decision this. God, I really need this to the day. Having my phone right here, so I have to check it. To see where I go. Father God, I really need this. Eh? No God, I feel too paranoid, I'm going to lay down. How many of us can really say that? As females, we have to try and distract ourselves or find a relationship for better than one year because we can't stay by ourselves. We're still hurting, and it's only a relationship can bury this hurt. Not to let me get through it, but to bury. So you see, after this relationship, I will calculate how many hurts have I buried. You never know how many hurts have I buried, and at that no cause you know to be in your later days, be disgruntled, and you have it in the intention that you will die alone because no man know why you, because from you grow, man a left you. Man supposed to left you because you always use one and get rid of one instead of finding time for yourself. You don't even know how to love you to the point where you're soon dead. You only love yourself in disappointment. Only in disappointment you love yourself. You have to be fighting hard to keep a man by your side. Who said we as females must fight hard to keep a man by your side? Lonely life, not good in a lonely life are some of the best life. You get to be one with yourself. You understand who you are and yourself shame you. You know how much damage people damage you. And you can't even find you. So that is why we have to keep all these celebrations. I cannot get up and go to a dinner and sit down and turn on my life and say, guys, I'm having the best time of my life. Me and my man left with my mate are foreign, and I'm here having dinner, candlelight with myself, enjoying me. What's the best wine? Let me have a glass. I am enjoying me. Then people say they might live life. You're not living life, you're living proud. That's your opinion, auntie. You can't choose how someone else must heal. Alright, that is fine. I never see that comment, but I get it. Sorry. That is fine. You understand me? That is fine. That is my opinion. I can't choose how somebody must heal, but I cannot play a blind eye when I'm seeing competition before healing. It's a competition, but you doing this as a female and it's not reaching anywhere because everybody say 10 point them win, 10 point them win. No, you without healing, but gone in a competition to hear these. You're not focusing on the persons who say that you win, and you're focused on the people that will say your opponent won, because everybody knows that that's a psychological effect that irritates some people's emotions. You understand me? So you and I, we're not in the competition. So we can't sit on the sideline and say, this is not supposed to hurt him and that's not supposed to hurt you. 10 people say you win, but it doesn't sit well with me. It's what I want in a situation like this. You get what me I say? So you keep a divorce party and yet then just throw away the divorce papers and sip the wine and drink. It's like the mistress come to your husband. Your mistress carry the papers. They know exactly what they are doing. Now healing comes by you visiting yourself, not visiting the crowd. Crowd not give you healing. And it doesn't change the fact that you can't use a man to get over a man. You can never do that. You're losing yourself. So oftentimes we believe that we need the work to heal ourselves. We bury ourselves in our job and miss out on life. So 6 of one, half dozen of the other. When you start taking accountability for your mistake, for putting yourself into this, to believing that this was your happily ever after, then you're on your way to healing. So you can't tell me that it's my opinion. It's still not change the fact that what you're doing is still giving yourself hurt. You never know. Because whatever you're putting out there is a motivation to others who are going through a situation. So you're putting your opinion out there too, in the physical. You never know, so that's exactly what Kay did. That's her way of healing, of getting over with, when it's really not. That's just masking hurt. You never know. So when she's proving to the world that ladies, we never stand up, we never do this, because exactly that's the message she want to bring across. But how do you read it? That's why people have literature. Sometimes it's not what is written, it's how you foresee it. You understand what I say? But we just take things as we place it. That's why the Bible full of mystery. But all I only like to jump and like to no, tell her that in her next adventure she don't get it like this again. Why you think says a beat down? It's not a beat down. Tell her the truth, so in our next adventure she don't get it again. Exactly. So somebody said they can speak. Tell her the truth, because you have others out there who are going through the same situation and who can be even greater and better than Kay, but it's still going to look like them a shit. Ask everybody. The funny part when you and a man break up and you really love the boy and the boy not paying a mind to the breakup and you have the last set of messages or the last set of wording for each other and he's not paying you any mind. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. But all we have what like we're stone. And we not help girl heal. We not help girl heal. And that is the funny part about life. Kay never need no dirty people for celebrate her divorce. It just goes to show what kind of relationship you invite next. You never need no dirty people. Number one, this is it. You've given so much carelessness to this man, only to even end it with carelessness. Just picture that. That much we don't know. Sometimes you've given so much. You're such a lady that when you leave the relationship, you're such a bitch. Anybody understand what I say? And that much females don't get. That's why them always up in them feelings. That's why man always are gonna take on for merry-go-round. And that's why man always are gonna turn on yourself like idiot in front of man. Yeah, because you not like hear the truth, because you feel so no all supposed you not drop out a good old family. No for you not drop out a good old family. You have enough people on this, they would never encourage Kay and say, Kay, I know you love him. The first thing I'll tell you is, Kay, you love 10 points more than 10 points love you. And that is the problem. You need to let go. You need to let go. Because this will damage him. And when you put on makeup, do your body, do your hair, you're still hurting on the inside. And only somebody that ever truly hurt on the inside would understand when somebody is masking the hurt on the outside. Me not tell no lie. When you look past Spice, and Spice can't hold a proper relationship now, no disrespect. You understand me? Because she had come from a relationship where she devoted herself to her baby father, and he's the only one that she will ever love like that. And sometimes we have to be careful. He might not be our first love, he might not be our true love, but he is our love that we choose. He's not our true love, but he's our choose love. Let me tell you that. And at that, and you can't peer Spice, and honestly, Spice can't find that part of coke there no more. And enough of we stay so, a lot of us stay like that as females. A lot of us, so you're not supposed to in your 200s and still use relationship to get over a relationship. You're in your 200s and a relationship fail. Build back, man. Build yourself. Build yourself. Get to know you. And the funny part about life, we try to ignore us. We try to ignore we. Shauna 10 points no serious, you know. And me can tell you that from heaven to earth. Me can tell you that from heaven to earth. This a belly and 9 months this. Me not ask, you know. So why should it stress you? One of the people that are going to live happily ever after. You would think say you and him are going to live happily ever after, and you would deem yourself to be a better girl. You understand me? But you want a flopper girl. So what that say? So sometimes your baby father left you for a worse girl for you understand, say. The journey done. The journey done. And we need to accept when journey finish. We want perpetuate journey. We hold on the wrong set of things them to our grave. And then when we're in our grave, we realize that we waste a lot of times holding on to stuff that was never necessary for our existence. And when you lay down in the casket and you can't even feel the Congo worm where I use it for menu, you know, you realize about tall. On a serious note, look how me and the boy are the long. I'm a deadly theme. Eh? All of this never necessary. I could have been living a better way than holding on to what was not planned for my dear. It's true. How far them I come from, I years them waste. Me not ask you. I years them waste. But how far them I come from? 14 years of me and the boy. And then yes, so no still there. The reason why people are fighting, I call it relationship, it's partnership. It's partnership. And enough of one there with man. And if you do have it, the boy in a stay around. And if you do have it, you and the boy in a business. And enough of one in a partnership and not relationship. And I think we need to start calling a spade a spade. Partnership and not relationship. Nobody and a housewife again, you know. So what kind of relationship you could have when nobody and a housewife again? Everybody, every girl say, I want my own, but yet still you do over 9 to 5. But you want your own. Eh? And you watch the man because he's in a partnership. You don't have a relationship, so take your heart out of it. This is the same thing with Rosalie and Akeem. It's partnership and not relationship. We are business people. This is fit for the crowd. Me a go and hang on until I find a better business partner than you. You never know. Love is not in the air anymore. No care how much Valentine's Day come. Love is not in the air. Business is in the air. No man now sit down with no girl where them affair get up on her mind. And a girl now sit down with no boy where them affair mind. Him have to go eat her front to back and back to front and suck a lot too and use him teeth and get a pedicure. You never know. She will not have any respect for him. He might go beat her into respect. And make she know so I'm there with your pocketbook, I'm not there with you. If I forgot bonus or art panda. You never know. If I forgot get her in line. Instead of proving and giving her love, he might forgot get her in line with abuse. You never know that. Because he might realize that she love him. And if he not stand up strong, she use him. Exactly, make me try to tell them that. But them eat themselves, so they will never experience that. So when people are talking about healing, how can you seek healing for yourself and you don't even know yourself? You ever spend time with yourself yet you're afraid? You're afraid of you. My mind. Me start think wild. You ought to. It's okay. It's the first stage of you knowing you. Remember you have flushed the noise? Silence the noise in my mind, Lord. When you're in a crowd, it seems as if you're stable. You can't hear you. Though, you can't hear you when you're in a crowd. You can't hear you. And you sit down and you say you're all I made. Sometimes the man them attack and you just not hear them the mind. And you're all I made and you just step on the air. Though, but you're in a crowd. But the moment you're by yourself, you can't do that. You cannot be locked in a room and lay down for your back and look up into the ceiling and say, God. You can't do it. You cannot. So, as it on the divorce party and it on 10 Point and K traveling and Shauna Chin traveling overseas, as much as I'm a rate and love K, I have to give the weekend to 10 Point then. I have to give the weekend to 10 Point. All I know them to make mention as to not them just live them life and I eat them aphrodisiac and I know the whole light go explode in a Shauna Chin and then something that really hurt me. I know 10 Point not educated and 10 Point take the paper, go on like him a sign or him sign and just show it behind him, the divorce over. It's so easy the divorce over, you could have celebrate yourself, you know, with that dinner and award yourself. Yes, this is the relationship where you break off. Nobody never break it off. You give away your strength. You give away your strength. No, you look like 10 Point happy and inside. You give away your strength. I have a trophy for that relationship and a trophy that always remind me say I overcome this when it attach me. Every time I feel like I want to go back to you, I go always remember that I award myself of a better version than what you did know. But now we don't see ourselves them way they carry on, boo. We don't see ourselves them way then. Exactly. It was louder than the music where I play. For real, I say for me see them eat the conch. Me know say na them up to something enough for me see them eat the conch, you know. And me see them there, me a cuss by myself, you know. And me a cuss and me say, K party a come, them there Bahamas a eat conch, Shauna, she no know him name, I pay babes. I said, this is so cute, you know, on that side here, you know. This is so cute. And when them run out into the sun and them lift her up, I said to myself, say, you know, this is so cute. This is so, I'm never tell a lie, because I know say it's a competition, so I know say it there, so I know. You know, I said, this is so cute. And then the part that grips me is when the party and she carry the paper come game and then they run the computer like a real businessman, you know. After me know say not even know how much letter in the alphabet. But nevertheless, him still on the computer, you know, and like him have bad vision, him put on him dark as why Shauna Chin never turn on the screen? Why Shauna Chin never turn on the screen? And she just a walk, you know, like a real prostitute, you know. And she carry the papers come in like a real secretary. You know where suck the president would. And you know she carry the papers come give me, you know, and him sign like him proud, you know. And just seal the paper behind him and then you know say, oh, and the secretary and mash up the relationship. And it was such a story. It was such a story. Monica Lewinsky for sure. It was such a story. It was such a story. I'm not lying. And then when we go over to Cape Party, everybody over there look tired. Everybody over there look like them are worried over the relationship. Like, I seen somebody go through this. Them look like clinic. You know, when you got a clinic, I just peer sick people and expect to talk about sickness. True. God know, them look like, for sure, them look like clinic Jody B. It doesn't matter if the man love attention. All of them love attention. But who do the attention capture good? True, Kane, you know me love you. But the dirty people them where celebrate you, man, might as well they do it for your own. Because look, when you put on your clothes, they are clean, girl. The dirty people them when they did it, everybody ready they look worried. Everybody they look worried. Like them they are clinic. You know, like a bunch of sick people link up and they matter about sore and scalp and pus. Yeah. You know, cut sore, scalp, cut pus. You know, I saw it look, it just look away. It just look away for sure. You don't need some people to celebrate you because it's just not going anywhere. Yeah. Ugly Park Road Clinic for sure. It look like them did and some people come without numbers and some get late number and everybody just sit down there and over foot and rap. You know, we can't believe with them something. That's just say look, for sure okay, but nevertheless, you have to try something else. 10 point them a lead. 10 point them a lead and it's no disrespect to you, my baby. Cause you know me love you, but I have to give the weekend to 10 point and shine your chin flawlessly. 1 glass. You see? 1 cup. A conch salad and 2 glasses of wine. Mash up the divorce party. 1 glass of conch salad, you know, and 2 glasses of wine. If I know, silently them win for sure. Them win. Jordy what happen? Them win. I'm have to give them. I don't want to give them it, but I have to give them. But nevertheless, yeah, come back better. I know you're a girl when I love bounce back. Yeah, come back better. I love on the people. Big up on yourself. Little more.